Testing. Testing, testing. Jasmine's testing. Encoding overload. Encoding overload? What does that mean? That doesn't even sound real, does it, Jasmine? Encoding overload? Psh, please. Oh, please. Okay. Looks like it's working. Hey, Bloop. I couldn't get my chat to connect for some reason between YouTube and Twitch, but it's good now. And Jasmine says hello. Okay. I don't think I have a whole lot of time left on my chess game, so got to hurry. Okay, 4 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Yep, I have some chess games to do. Kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, I did make a move in that one game where my queen went to this corner. So it was like the obvious move to put that guy in check instead of trading queens. I can show it to you. I think you know what I'm talking about, though, right? Zappy. This one? Yeah, this one. Looks like he already made his move just a minute ago, actually. So he did that, and I moved there. And he moved there, as expected. And now his queen's trapped, and I'm going to start moving this pawn up. So, should be good. Okay. Okay, Jasmine. Okay, Jasmine. Okay, Jasmine. Okay, Jasmine. Stop it! Weirdo. Okay, so in this game, what we have here are some chess pieces that want to move around the board. That's my analysis. Oh, this one. That's right. Where my pawn game is too strong for this guy. Because I'm just like, what's up? What's up? He's like, I don't know where to go. Okay. So we're going for the pawn push. Yep. I think that's the best call on that one. Get out of here, Jasmine. I got your face. I got your face and your head. I'm scuffing up her face and her head. And she's just sitting here like loving it. Like a weirdo. Hi. Okay. It was really fun playing Skyrim this morning. I kind of want to do more Skyrim, but I also need to get that Smite stuff done just in case I get the rewards. So, we'll see. Might do some Smite, and then when I get irritated in a few games, I'll switch to Skyrim because it doesn't take much. I need to get a group that I can play Smite with, like people that I'm consistently playing with. That'd be a lot more fun than like having inconsistent teams, you know. But it's hard to find sometimes. Jazz, calm down. She's like, no, I will not calm down. I had frosted mini wheats for breakfast. It was good. Hi, Lucy. You heard the commotion? Wow. Want some love? You don't want love? Okay. Well, you have a start. There's been a couple that have been good teammates. Yeah, and that's happened, many times in the past. I'll play with somebody a few times, and then they kind of disappear, or like we're not on at the same times, or, not consistently enough. So I would need like 4 other people who want to get online, like at the same times, like every day and play together as a team, you know, rather than like a here and there thing. Because then, like, the more we'd play together as a team, the better we'd start coordinating and the better we would do, and the more fun it would be to, like, not have toxic assholes on your team and not have people who don't know how to play and stuff like that, you know? Lucy. So that'd be cool. I think I'm supposed to put him in check, right? And it behooves him to take it, but I guess he doesn't have to. Um, because he knows I'm going to move my queen. Not there. There. I wish that this bishop wasn't here. I wish this queen didn't exist. So, assuming he takes it, he might not. He might move in front of it. Excuse me. Or move out. But assuming he takes it, can move there. He'll have to move back. Just keep going and build a crew to work with. It's kind of a grind, but the best things take some time, I suppose. You just never know who's gonna be, you know, those people. I don't know. I think it's hard to do in a game like that because you only meet the people for such a short period of time in the game, you know? So you'd have to like really impress upon each other that you want to play and then have it be somebody who also plays at the same times every day that you do. And then do that 3 more times, you know? Jasmine, come on, man. Stop doing that. She's like, I love knocking things down because it gets me attention. I love when you give me attention when I misbehave. Yeah, asshole. No such thing as bad publicity, right, Jasmine? Hey, Coffee. He could block the king with his rook. Yeah, he could. Very true. That was another scenario I was looking at last time I looked at this game. So I'm just playing out, assuming he takes that and assuming he moves back. And then what? I'd move there. He can't move there. Both of these put his queen in danger later, but also mine. But more likely, I think you're right about the rook. I think that's more likely what will happen. He might not even take the pawn, honestly. He might just move in front of the pawn. And then, like, where I could go here later. Actually, I could go there now because he can't take it without losing his rook. So I guess if he did block it, I guess I'd move there. Which, he has to take it because he can't. Oh, he could take the pawn. That's right. Which is not as good as him losing his rook. Because if he takes the pawn, I take the queen. But he does get my knight. So he trades knight and pawn for queen. Whereas if he did this, he trades his rook for a knight. That's a pretty strong position on the king, though. But I can't really move anywhere with it. And got this open line here. Could move this up. Additionally, wow, you're loud. The microphone's right here, baby. Okay. Well, thank you for stopping by. Always a pleasure. Dork. Okay. If he does take it, I move here. And then Coffee, he likes Lucy's song. Like Coffee said, blocks here. I could move here. Unfortunately, I'd have to move there with the queen, which means I'd lose the queen. So maybe not do that. If I move there with the knight, it's protected, but he can just take the queen for free. So, also not good. I'm gonna have to just move here, I guess. Mm, hmm. I don't know where to move there. That would suck. I don't even think you'll take the pawn, though. I need to set this up better. I need to give him less options for movement. So, there's this knight sacrifice. He doesn't have to take it, but, he doesn't want to move his rook here, or here, or here, or here. So, if he doesn't want to lose the rook, it behooves him to take it. He doesn't have to, but I mean, I'll take his rook. So, I move here, and then I move here, that's check. He could try to block here temporarily, but I have the pawn. So, I guess more likely he'd move here, because that stops the pawn advancement anyways. Huh? Hey, Jerry. Yeah, she's being super loud. Um, I guess if he did block, I could just continue with the bishop because he has to take it with the rook and he'd lose the rook to my pawn. Hello.
Hi. Going inside.
Okay. You get some stuff accomplished?
Yeah.
Good.
It's amazing how much bamboo grew back up.
I bet. It sucks you have to cut it down like every day.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I did.
Now I can just find the volume knob.
Good luck with that. This is so funny. These funny kitties. So I would take the with the bishop, and then he'd still be in check, and he wouldn't like he'd have to either take it with the rook and then lose the rook, or he could just move out of the way. Um, and then something happens here. So now he can't take the pawn. He could move this up though, which would suck. That's why I didn't want to do that. It kind of thwarts my plan. The songs of Lucy and Jasmine. Yeah. Very entertaining. My nose has been stuffed up today. I've been blowing my nose since I woke up. Ugh. Not cool. I'm kind of liking this. I don't like sacrificing my knight, but if it plays out well, he probably won't block with the bishop, right? What am I doing? Okay. He probably won't block with the bishop. He'd probably move at this point. Because if you block with the bishop, you're just going to be in the same situation anyways. He could choose to block with the rook now, which would be ideal. I hope he does that. Excuse me. Just dying. Don't mind me. Ugh. Well, would it be ideal? I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be. Don't really want to lose that pawn position, but can't just let the bishop go. Well, I guess he would just take the pawn because it's a threat, even though he'll be having his queen in jeopardy. He doesn't really care because he can just move here, here. And then I'd have to move there to protect. Or I can move this over. But that looks stronger. But he doesn't have to stay there. Oh, he kind of does have to stay there. Oh, look at this pawn go. Oh, shit. Okay. You can't move there, can't move there, can't move there. Thank you, pawn. Oh, well, that's a little bit dangerous for him then, isn't it? You can take the pawn. You can just take it. Problem solved. But, you know, he'll lose his rook if I so choose to take the rook. And then I'll lose my knight, but then I can attack, so I might take with this instead of the I don't know what he'd take with. Probably the queen. Anyways, this is playing out further than I was planning. So, don't think he'll do that either. He'd probably just move. And then? And then? No, and then! And then, and then, and then, and then, and then. I actually don't know if you guys know that movie. It's a really funny movie. One of my friends is actually in it. A guy I went to school with, actually. Hmm. This is confusing. If he were to take this now, well, you can't move here now or here. So he has to block. You can take this now. Wait, that's mine. I can I can do something different. Yes, I know how to play. I can try to force a queen trade, but I don't really want to do that, and that exposes my knight. This is actually a really bad situation. I don't like this. I don't like that at all. Maybe it's better to wait for him to take this. So instead of doing that queen move, it might be better just to preemptively do that. To put more pressure here. He doesn't have to take it though. I mean, he could really stop this whole scenario by doing that, which would suck. Shit. I guess I could just take it and then not move the queen. Rook or knight seem better position to go from. I mean, what do you mean? You mean like move this? Maybe. You probably won't take it. His queen's in jeopardy, but he can move it here. And then move here? Oh, he can't move there. My bishop's there. Disregard. Oh, fuck. What did I start with? This move? Okay. No, not that. And then he moves. Instead of that, move here. He'd have to move here, probably. He can move here, but, you know, he can't move here or here. Can't move here, he can't stay there. So, those are his options. This seems... No, he can't move there either. So, obviously he's going to move here. Oops. Okay, which attacks there. I attack there. He can't move there. Checkmate? That's checkmate. Uh, wow. If he takes pawn. Yeah, with the king, yeah. I wasn't expecting that to be checkmate. That happened fast. Because this was a forced move with the queen. Like, he needs to move his queen or he's going to lose his queen, right? So, he's going to move his queen. This is not a forced move. He does not have to take this pawn. But he can't move here. And now I've got a bishop and a pawn attacking that square. So he probably doesn't want that. So how does he do that? He removes one of them. Thinking that if I move my queen up here, which is what I was going to do, he could just block with the rook, like Coffee was suggesting. And that's a good position for him, because then he's got his rook in line with my queen and knight, both undefended. So if he thinks that's what I'm going to do, but then I don't, and I move the knight here to attack instead, that looks pretty strong. But I do have to have this bishop here. Without the bishop there, that doesn't work. It's like if I just try it now, I don't believe we get the same result. Because now he can move... well? I don't know if it really matters where he moves his queen. The problem is that this square's not covered. Right? That's what the bishop was covering, was that square. But now it's covered. What if he moved his queen elsewhere? Like there. That's annoying. Okay. Um, shit. I don't like sacrificing pieces when it's not a guarantee, obviously. But when I make this move, it's a pretty forceful move because he knows I've been chasing his rook around the last few moves, right? Like, I've been trying to get his rook. Okay, not that. So if I move here, it's a very forcing move because he can't move here or here. Can't take, right? And those are the places he can move his rook. So he's kind of forced to take this, even though he knows it's going to put him in check, you know? But it's the best move for him. Or he's going to lose his rook, which he's been trying to save, because you should try to save your rook. It's a good thing to save rooks. But this is a free, well, a pawn for a knight. So he's probably into that, you know? He probably likes that sort of thing. And points-wise, the game is even, because I got 2 more pawns for that knight. And he's in check. So now he has to deal with that. He can't block because of the pawn. He can't go here because of the pawn and bishop, so... to block. So he'll probably move out of the way, which is where he wants to be anyways, to prevent this pawn from moving forward. Because when I take this, he'd be in check, right? So he probably wants to move there anyhow. And then I go ahead and take this. And now this isn't a forced move. He doesn't have to take this pawn. I don't know where he would go otherwise if he didn't take the pawn. I guess you could move your rook here, right? To attack this and the pawn. But you'd have to see this move. You'd have to know I'm going to do that, right? Like, because now I'm forking the queen and the king. So your choice is to take it. Which, I mean, I'm probably not going to get the checkmate now, but he also can't get this, and I have a strong position on him. Oops. So I think he'd likely take the pawn, but maybe he wouldn't. Maybe he wouldn't take the pawn. What else would he do? Can't really attack here. And you can't move the queen here or here. I guess you could preemptively move your queen here to try to prevent me from moving my queen here. I suppose you could do that. And now he's in check, right? He doesn't want to sacrifice his queen or his rook because my pawn is here. So he can't really move except to take this. So I force him to take it now. And then move there. That's checkmate. Okay. So I think the knight sacrifice makes sense because we need to have this bishop line in that square covered. And regardless, I don't really fall behind in pieces, so I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. All right. Looks good. Yeah. I hate sacrificing a piece when I don't know for sure how it's gonna play out because this is a pretty long. This is like what 19th move, and we're looking at like I don't know where the checkmate was, but it was like a good number of moves away. But it's probably not too bad. It's like 5 moves away maybe, so I guess it's not terrible. All right, let's do that. We'll do the knight sacrifice. He's gonna be like, "The fuck is going on? Why are you doing this?" Okay. What's their star mean? I don't know. Alrighty. Is this a rated game? Looks like it. Look, I lose more from a draw than I get from a win. That's amazing. It's not like he's rated that much lower than me. Anyways, okay. Knight sacrifice it is. Good luck, horsey. Good luck. I like my horsey so much too. It's sad to see him go. Maybe he'll just let me take the knight or the rook, whatever. Okay. Oh, this game. Okay, so this guy made a desperate plea with check. Which I thought could be an option because he wants me to do that, so he can do that. Which actually isn't even that bad of a trade, to be honest with you. And then I could do that. Okay. So instead of doing that, I could take with king, but then he saves queen, gets off that line, and puts me in check again. That is a checkmate right there. So he's going to have to be pretty careful. He doesn't have a way to cover that square. So he'd probably try to put me in check a lot. And honestly, with this position, it behooves me just to sacrifice a piece just to get him out of my face and then just take the checkmate. So I could do that. Mm-hmm. My nose, my throat, my hair, my titties. Ah, everything. So let's take a moment. I don't actually have to take this bishop, right? I can move to this corner, and he's not going to be able to put me in check again. Well, I suppose he could sacrifice his queen for the rook. Not ideal for him. So can I just move here and then not be put in check? And he has to deal with this. He's gonna... But then I have to lose both rooks. And I'm in check. Oh, that looks less than ideal. Okay, well... In the eventuality that we do end up trading, I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, but it could happen. It would be better if he had only a rook instead of rook and a bishop. So, I also don't want to move here, but I could do that. I think the same trade will happen. So, maybe we should just take it. And then he's probably going to do that and put me in check. And then, can I just continue moving? Like, say, here? Maybe not. Not a good move. So maybe here? And then here? Well, he's not going to move there anyways. I'm not thinking very clearly today. This is good. Good time to play chess. There instead. Only a rook with the pawns favor you more. Yep, absolutely. I'm trying to see what he can really do here. You know what he could do I hadn't considered? Like, he could, that's not right move, I'd move here. He could get crazy. You know? Could get crazy like that. I still don't even have to take it, I can move, but I mean, right? Like when I don't know. That's a little too crazy. He is getting crazy there, but that's a little too crazy. He's probably gonna do that. I'd probably move there. He'll probably move maybe there. Or something. Um, yes, okay. I'm thinking he's going to move there more so. I could block, but if I do, I lose this. So I'm not going to do that. And now I can't move into my corner, which is what I wanted. I wanted to move into my corner. But I could go here. You can't go here. You can go here. I'm not liking where this is headed. But it's okay so far. This is okay. Oh, he's not going to go there. I have the rook. Disregard. Disregard. I suppose you could go all the way to the corner. That's kind of his best move. And then when I move here, I don't believe he can put me in check anymore. And keep his queen. Oh, I thought this was 1 over. Never mind, it's not 1 over. Okay, well, if he does do that, I suppose we could just move again. It's getting a little ridiculous. And then block. He's gonna move here. Oh, no, I can't move there. Good, okay. He can move, can't move there or there. Thank goodness. Alright, so finally the checks have stopped. It kind of started reminding me of that one game where I've been put in check like 30 times in a row. I don't know what he'll do here. So, regardless of all that, I think it's better to remove this piece from the equation, even though I'm going to get chased around a bit. I have ample pieces for blocking and taking and whatever. Even if he wants to chase me around a little bit, because he knows that one move is checkmate. If he wants to save his queen. If he doesn't want to save his queen, that's perfectly understandable. Trading 10 points for 9 is a good trade, you know? He does lose his bishop, so he should have just traded it before he lost his bishop, but, you know, and I can work with this, so. I just can't take it with this, and I don't think I want to leave it alive. So I think I'm just going to take it with the king. And even if he chases me around, it's no big deal. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, that's my move. Good luck, king. Final check, final check, final check. Okay. Oh, this fucking game. This game is so annoying. Okay, good. He didn't move where he should have moved. So, I don't think. Did he? I don't remember. Whatever. Oh, that's right. He should have taken the pawn, but he didn't. So now, oh, he could take the pawn after I block, because if I take it, he could trade. He might do that, I guess. Fuck it. Whatever. So, the best move here is to block, probably. Because otherwise I lose one of these pawns for free. Now, if I block, even if he does take this, and I take here, he can't move his rook here like he should have. So I think that was a mistake. From my perspective. He might be willing to trade because he does have a strong pawn game compared to mine. But now what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Oh shit. My king is stuck on this side. Maybe I shouldn't push that pawn. Because I need my king to be here. But I also need my king to be here, so... Fun. Maybe I shouldn't push the rook. Well, regardless of all that. So I think his better move would have been to do that. Take. He's in here. And you can bring the other rook down. That's what I think. But what do I know? He's winning, so... I'm going to find a way to win this game. I'm just letting you know. Because this sucks. All the pawns. I don't like this. I'm going to find a way. The rook block is nice. Yeah, that's what I was planning on. I found better moves for him when planning that, but I'm glad he didn't see him. So this is good because it protects everything, even though he might trade rooks. He might just do it straight up, you know? Straight up, now tell me, is it gonna be you and me forever? Oh, oh, oh. I could say fuck it and move here immediately. Because this puts a lot of pressure on this side. It still covers these two squares. Of course, he can move this up too. I can't move it up. I don't like that very much. Okay, well, regardless, I think that's the right move. Like, what am I going to do? Move? You know what I mean? Or more likely this side? Now it's just two open pawns. I don't know. Moving seems like absolutely the wrong move. And then I'd have to move this in order to protect it. And I can't move it very far. And now my pawns are split. Like, it just looks all bad. It looks all really bad. So I have to block. I have to block it. So we'll see what he does next, but I'm going to block this. Okay. Next game. Let's see what we got. This game looks more pleasant to look at. Man, I really fucked him over here. This is good stuff. I just like, I don't know how I got to this point. Oh, okay, that move. That's what it was. So I put a lot of position on, a lot of strength in my position. There, like that trade favored me. It was a really good trade. And then I moved in here because he couldn't do anything about it. So he moved his king to prevent the fork. I moved there, he blocked, which is smart. But look at that. That's an en passant check. I don't know how often you see an en passant check, but that's an en passant check. So that's pretty cool. Good advancing wall, yeah. So the en passant check was pretty badass. He couldn't even take it though. It was en passant protected check, you know, like the rook. It's like, it was perfect. En passant protected check. has to move that. Thank you. Protected. Check is smart. All these pieces are covered. So we're all gunning for these pieces here. Look at this. Look at this scenario. What do we have going on here? So many pieces aiming at one place. And he struck first, like I thought he might. Yeah, that check was ridiculous. En passant protected check. It was crazy. And like, look what that leaves me. This poor guy. I mean, he didn't have a whole lot else to do, so that's good. He needs to get this pawn up, right? And I've been looking at this pawn for so long. Like the whole game, I was like, yeah, I'll come back and take that pawn eventually. It's not going anywhere. I'll come back and get it. I was like, you know what? Fuck that pawn. It doesn't matter. And now he's trying to make it matter. So I blocked thinking he would take the pawn. She did. And now he can't move. Because then he loses the pawn, right? He can't move here. He can't move here. I mean, he can, but he's still going to lose the pawn. You know? So he can't move his rook without losing the pawn. That's why I kind of scheduled it that way. Scheduled it. Because it makes his rook inactive now. He can't really use his rook. And so I kind of wanted that. Granted, I can't really use my knight, but I have a whole other rook along with this one. So, yep. And he's like, well, I don't know where to move, so I guess I'll start moving these pawns to give my king an escape. Probably smart. I did that for protecting this pawn in case I move this knight. Because in case he does choose to move here, and I take the pawn, then this would be open. And I don't want him to take it, so. Move there, because he wants to protect this pawn for when he moves his other rook. But look what I'm doing, because I knew he was going to do this. I knew he was going to move that over, because he has to if he wants to protect that pawn. That's his pawn's his last saving grace. And he's like, oh, I have to worry about that. So he moves back. This is great. This is good stuff. He can't take it because I'll take his rook. He's like, well, if you take the rook, I'll take your rook. Not anymore. Now it's protected. And he's like, fuck. He's like, I guess I'll move this pawn. I don't have anything else to move. He didn't have any other moves. Look at this. This is just gnarly. He's like, well, I can't take it or you get a free queen, so. Oh my god. Right? Right set for the back wall queen. Yep. So he made the right move not taking the rook, but he knew I was going to take his rook because that was the only rook, or that was the only piece that was very active for him. I still have a whole other rook. And I have these two pawns here protected. And now that's protected, so I can move this one up. He's like, well, shit, I got to make some moves. I got to move this rook out. I don't care about your rook anymore. I don't care about your pawn because now you're in check and you can't take the pawn. Yep. Devastating. Devastating. And better yet, I can take that pawn now. Which I think I might do, actually. I could keep him in check, but I mean. So that's where we're at now. That was a good game. So this is probably going to be a win. Just saying. And now that pawn he's been working so hard to protect, it's gone. I didn't even have to take it with the knight, because then he would have taken my pawn for free. I can't have that. Got to take it with my new queen. And now he's probably like, well, shit. I guess I'll move back here or something. He doesn't have any, like, what's he gonna do? He can't do anything. He can move here. So I think he's screwed. I guess there's this, right? But he could block. It's protected. Doesn't really matter, but, you know. Better just get rid of this pawn, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. because that's his only saving grace. Is if he can manage to stay out of check for a couple moves and get a pawn or get a queen. If this rook's not here and this knight's not here, maybe, but it's probably not gonna happen. Take that pawn and watch him try to save the rook. Yep, that's basically because that's all he can do, right? He can't put me in check. He's just gonna try to move somewhere that his rook can be relatively safe. Which he doesn't have a lot of options for. So stuff like that, like he's pretty screwed. Once that pawn's gone, all the stress is gone. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take the pawn. But that en passant check, that's like I gotta like screenshot that one day or something. Shit's ridiculous. How far back is this? There it is. Zoinks! Shit. And it looked like a good move at first, but what he did here, it's like, oh well, I'm gonna go after that pawn there. It doesn't look like it was too devastating. Man. Anyways, okay. GG's. Taking the pawn. Okay. Good luck, Mr. Rook. You're only down 12 points now. Is this a rated game? It is. Look at that. I might get 10 points. Okay. Rutrow. This game, he made an unexpected move. Look at that. Of all the analyses I made on this game, remember how long I spent analyzing this game? Of all the potential moves, he does that. A move that I was not expecting him to make. Because he's going to get behind it instead. Fuck. This guy's good at chess. Well, at least I only have 2 moves to decide between. And this one's probably not correct, even though it looks good, because it leaves this open for the rook. And it attacks here. He's not staying there. He's going over here. So, moving here is almost better, because I can get here faster to attack. But it doesn't really matter. I have to save the pawn first. So, if I move here, it sucks, because I need to move this pawn up. Which I could do. But his king can get there. Because he's not going to... he might take it. He knows I'm not going to take that. Maybe that is the wrong move. Was not expecting this. Oh no. Oh god. No problem. I win. Wait, what? Um, oh, so, rook move to protect the pawn, maybe. Well, I can't, unfortunately, because he'll take it, and I'll be in check again. If I was on this side, and I can move here with my king, that would be great, but I have to move here, and that puts me far away from the action, sadly. Because he won't move here, probably. He'll move here. Because he knows I want to move this piece up first to allow for this pawn to get past. So because he knows that I want to move that piece up, not this one, he's going to attack this one. However, upon that move happening, there's this. This just delays it a move. And then that one done. Okay. Okay. Shit. Not awesome. Not the end of the world. Close, but not quite the end. So that's good. Bad. Also bad. Fuck. Not a laughing matter. Stop laughing. Mm, okay. Well, shit. Don't want to move far away from the action, even if it leaves him open for check, because this king's not going to be there for long anyways. Probably should move here. He's probably going to move there. I probably need to do this. He might not, because he doesn't seem to do what I think he's going to do. He might move there, which is interesting, to say the least. Rook to d7. Rook to d7 means I lose the rook and get put in check and lose a pawn. So, can't really do that one because the king's not protecting it if I move there. If he does move there instead, this move becomes a lot less good, but not awful. I assume he'll take it. I can't retake it because I'll lose it. And I can't get there in time. Can attack it. That's it. That's it. And he can move all of these up. Bad juju. Very bad. Damn it. This guy. Alright. Let's just let him take the pawn. So now I can't move there. You can go around. You can move here. Shit. That's unfortunate. D7 or C7, either one that his rook doesn't move to. Oh, that his rook does not move to. Oh. Okay, so if he moves here, yeah, the guy should move here. Or if he moves here, I think I should move here. I missed. Here. Maybe. I'm not going to be able to get past this without two pawns. I do have this one. I don't think he'll move there. I think he'll move here because he knows that's the one that I want to leave behind while I push this one forward. So I could protect this pawn, but it doesn't really help me too much because I can't get past the other pawn. So, because once he does this, like, where do I move this to? And yeah, I don't have to move it. Right? So, don't have anywhere to move it to. I really thought we had something in this game. I cannot believe he made that move instead. I thought for sure he was going to move here or put me in check. Can't believe he moved here. Just put up more of a fight. Sure, yeah. Just have to fight smart, you know? So I do want to put up a fight, but I need to get a passed pawn. Even if that means losing the other three pawns, if I can get one pawn passed, protected, then that'll be glorious. If I cannot, then we have a problem. Alright, maybe the check is the right move, because then I can't move there. Okay, I'm just talking to myself. I'm guessing he's going to move here. He might not. Can't move there. I can't move there yet. Look at this bait. I don't know if he'd fall for that. Look at that. It's really fucked up. I don't know that he'd fall for that, but goddamn, right? I have to lose all of my pawns and my pawn structure and everything, but he might fall for it. He might take this though. He might not. He might not take the pawn. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine. Oh my god! Just ignore it. He probably won't take it with the king because he needs to take this also. Unfortunately, he's in the wrong spot. Now he's in the wrong spot. I'd have to fake a move. Wait for him to take the pawn, which I don't want him to take the pawn, in order to do this, so that way I can make this move. But he's got a lot of pawns. It's actually an even game on points. That's really funny. Would he take that? If he takes it and I retake it, does that matter? Yeah, it matters a lot. I can't retake it. I have to have them go to this side. Damn it. I have to realize that I'm beat and then lose the pawns on purpose. Wow. That's devastating. If I move here, he's just going to go there. Probably. Huh. Well, of the two moves I have, maybe that's the better one then. My king can't really help over here anyhow, so blocking the opportunity for check isn't helpful. Wait a minute. What do we do? Move there. Oh, I put him in check first. Then he moved there. It sets him up. I think he'd be okay with me doubling my pawns, which is why he wouldn't care about this. And it would also open up this pawn for him to take, which is why I don't think he'll take it. Because now this pawn's protected and it makes his life a little bit more difficult. If he lets me take his pawn, well, then my pawns are doubled on the edge, which is a lot harder to get to a queen. And this pawn's completely undefended, which his rook is already on. So that's why I don't think he'll take it. I think he would just let me take it, which this is a free pawn for him to take, so he'd take it. And then he would let me take this. And then he would do this. And I'd be like, oh no. I would try to move the pawn to save it. He can attack both pawns right here. So he'd probably move here to attack both pawns. He has to prevent this from becoming a queen. And that's where I make the sneaky move. I'm putting a lot on this. Like, everything in the game is going on this, and this will become a queen. I, yeah. Stretcho. Shit. Against a really good player from Catalonia. The problem is, after I do all this nonsense, and he does that, and I do that, he might see that move. because he's a good player. He might realize that's a bad idea. You know what I mean? And he might say, that's fine. I have time, and move there. If he does that, then I lost everything. You know what I mean? Unless he messes up. At least I can protect it. Ah, excuse me. I think I saved it. um, wow. So sneezing made my voice higher. That's cool. What the fuck? Oh, God. All right. Thank you. Thank you, coffee. That was weird, right? I came back and my voice was suddenly higher after sneezing. Oh, man. My nose and throat have been so messed up lately. It's so weird. This would be more of my normal sound, though. This is like how I normally would sound. I don't know why my voice has been doing that. But I normally sound more, like, higher. All right. Am I okay now? Probably not. I mean, probably not. Let's be honest. All right. So if he sees the trick and doesn't let me be tricky, like Run DMC. Does anybody get that reference? Run DMC. It's tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. I don't know if anybody gets the reference, but that's what I was going for. Okay. I can still save. If he doesn't do the trick, I can still save it. Unless he does what? Unless he does that. And then I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? Ugh. And then I'd do that, I guess. He'd have to willingly sacrifice the pawn. He's still protecting that square, but he's going to lose another pawn. And now this pawn's protected. He does have to address that. He has to take these pawns. I don't have to move, though, from this line. So, I don't know. Maybe I should do the tricky move. I think maybe it's the right move, which means that this, of the two moves I have, this is the move we should make. Yeah, I miss Run DMC too. You can hear it in my head now. That's such a good song, right? Oh man, this is part of a tournament? Oh, fuck. Am I doing well? Okay, I'm doing pretty well. Oh, wait, everybody's tied. Doesn't really matter. Alright. These people did really, really well, clearly. This guy timed out of all the games. Why'd you even bother starting? He never made any moves. Okay, he was timed out straight up. So he must have just not been playing anymore. Am I the only one that did Queen's Gambit? That's king. I did queen, king, king. I'm the only one that did the queen's pawn. Anyways, okay. Back. Uh, all right. I guess we're making our move. It's not this, it's that. So, good luck, tricky move. I hope it works. I don't see anything better than that. So, god damn it. I feel like I can't do this. Like, because what if he doesn't move there? What if he moves here? That ruins everything. Fuck. What if he doesn't move towards the pawn? What if he moves over here? Oh my god. You know what? Okay, we're just making the move. Let's just, because we only have two options, and this one blocks the check. So, you know, probably that's the only move. So let's just do it. Okay. Making the moves, attacking rooks. We're done. Good luck, game. Good luck. What is this nonsense? Oh, this is a chess 960 game. I can't believe I lost so many points in that game. Oh my god. What was it, 80, 86 points or something? Shit's stupid. A game that I could have had a draw in, and I went for the win instead and then lost. Typical Willow. Oh, right, this game. Okay. Uh-huh, yep. Good, yep. Okay, oh, he did that move. If you remember, we were talking about that move. Like if I take this, he goes here, and I'm forked. Remember that? So he did that move. Which I was okay with because I don't have to take it. Yep. And instead, I moved that to protect the bishop. Okay, that's a good move. And now I can attack his knight, even though it exposes my knight, but it is protected by bishop and king. So he can choose to attack my knight and lose his bishop, and then still be under attack and have to move his knight anyhow. Which he could move here if I don't take with the king. So I'll play it out. If I take with bishop, he can move here. Forked. Bad. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. If he chooses to take, and I take with king, this no longer matters. And now he's in a very bad spot because his rook is behind that. Unprotected. Knight is next. Or bishop. Whatever. He probably try to protect the bishop. I don't know, he can't really protect it. He should castle. Yes, castling looks really weird. Because chess 960 has a weird setup. Okay, I don't really want to lose the knight, but I could set him up, which would be good. I like putting pressure on his knight. I don't like opening this line, but it's not the end of the world. If I don't move that, if I just do that, whatever, he can move here and it's protected, so I can't take it. And I'm going to lose one of these two pieces, likely the rook. Which he could do anyways. Which is fine. That's fine, because I'll take his knight. And then he can take the rook, and then I'm taking his bishop. Or something. So, I get 2 for 1. Even though it's 2 lower pieces for 1 higher piece, it's fine because this wasn't doing anything anyhow. His knight and bishop were in my face, so he had position. My rook was still on the back line, hadn't moved yet. And now he's got nothing out, you know? And I have position, so I'm okay with that. He could take the pawn, I guess, but whatever. Ugh. My nose. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Something wrong with me. So I think I'm going to do this. What do you guys think of that move? You like that? That way he can't fork me with yet, you know? He might just really take the knight, which would be it would be sad, but at least it hasn't moved yet. His bishop has moved, is in my face, so if I get rid of that, then okay, you know? I have to take with the king, though, unfortunately. I can't take with the bishop. Well, actually, I could take with the bishop. Because if he does try to fork me, I can then take it with the bishop, so. And now this is under attack. and he has no recourse. There you go. He saved it. um, couldn't your bishop have taken the knight in that last fork? Or oh yes, you're correct, Coffee. I just noticed it now. You are definitely correct. So I think this is a good setup because it attacks a piece and then sets them up for failure here. Now this is not under attack, so we can leave it there, and he can just move this. But it shan't be safe for long. Yes, I said shan't. He could move this here. Ouch. Actually, ouch. Because I can't save the queen. That pawn is to start to move until this happens. Well, shit, I hadn't noticed that. Okay. Well, I guess we will not do that. Huh. Did you guys notice that? I didn't even notice that till just now. That was like a thing. I must be really on my game today. Wow. How about I just let him take the king? I'll just move the queen to here. That way when he takes my king, I can just take the rook. Yeah, you can't do that. Alright. You know, it's funny, I'm just thinking about playing Skyrim right now, and I'm not, like, doing a very good job with chess, because I'm thinking about Skyrim. It's kind of fucked up. That move sounds pretty OP. Yeah, just a little. Just a little OP. The king sacrifice move, yeah. It's a little much. Okay, well, I really hate what I just see happening now. That's unfortunate. I had no idea that was a thing. Skyrim is always a good choice. You might want to change your title if you do. Yeah, I'll do that this time. I will change it this time. Yesterday I was playing Smite, right? And I had the Smite title on, and then I switched to chess when Smite went down for an update. I switched to chess, and then I was kind of like half asleep for a little while, and then I switched from chess to Skyrim. I still had the same Smite title on for like 12 hours or something. Okay, Bloop, take your time. Man, it almost behooves me to just do that, which sucks, actually. But it's pretty tempting for him, right? He doesn't have to do it, though. He can still just say fuck you and do this, you know? But, like, at least, if he does say fuck you and does that, and takes the queen, I can take the bishop, and this is under attack, the rook. Yeah, 12 hours of quote-unquote smite. Played 3 games under one title. And now, so his rook's under attack, and his bishop, or, what's it called, this piece? Is it a knight, or like, a knight? Yeah, let's call it a knight. Cavalry? A, mounted archer? I don't know. What were those other ones called? The people that rode horses that were not, javelier. Javelin? Something like that. So at least if I lose the queen, God, that's in chess. If you're starting a sentence with "at least if I lose the queen," that's probably not a great sign that things are going well. Cossacks? It could be Cossacks. Yeah. I broke my Cossacks. No, doesn't work. Coccyx. Oh, my coccyx. I'm not sure what he would do. That's actually, I guess he'd block, right? Which you might think I would then take this, but I wouldn't. I would take this, because now two-piece are under attack again. He's going to have to move it. At least he saves it temporarily. So I get 3 pieces for 1. Or he can save the knight and let me get his rook. And I got 2 pieces for 1, but one of them's more valuable. Except, oh, he can't. Thank God. I saw this move, and I was like, fuck, I'm forked again. But thankfully I have a knight. Okay, this game, this is the 6th move of the game, and it blew up in my face very quickly, and I'm not very happy about it. Is this guy good? Because I remember beating him really easily. And now I feel like I'm losing. Okay. Ugh. My nose. I need liquids. Okay. So you could just take it, which is the downside of that move, but now this is no longer an option for him. I prevented this onslaught, right? I just have to sacrifice a piece straight up for free. That's the gist of it, right? Which is total shit. But because of what he has set up here, he really might not do it. He might see this as such a good opportunity to get the queen. He might get tunnel visioned about it, you know, because a lot of players do that. So he might notice this, but think, but I'm going to get the queen for it. So, you know, let's do it. I could just take it now. What if I did that? What if I just took it now? Right? I guess the bishop. Well, he's going to take it with the bishop and put me in check. Or with the knight, rather. I don't know. Probably this move. That's awful. Jesus. Basically trading a queen for a rook. That's probably better. It forces him to take it with the bishop. So now he has no protection on this. And he can't save this. I mean, he can save it, but he'll lose this. Uh, Unfortunately, I think that might be the best move. Which is devastating. And he can move here afterwards. Well, no, he can't. Not if my bishop's still on the line. But I guess, I mean, it makes the best of it, right? I lose a 9-point piece and I get 8 points for it. So, I mean, I guess it's, you know. And now it's under attack still. So he's got to move it again. Maybe to here. Yeah. Maybe I should just take the knight. I should probably just take the knight. Yep, because he's not going to be able to save the rook anyhow. I should just take the knight. Okay, so if we did do that, then, you know, he's fucked anyhow. Dude, I cannot believe how this game turned. What? I thought I had a good game. Ah, good move with the pawn. Mm. Well, I guess I can just move the bishop there, but not nearly as exciting as what I was hoping for. Maybe the knight to here would be better. The reason I don't like this move, I like this move, right? Because it protects, but I don't like that it only protects. It doesn't attack anything. And I like to attack. I like to attack while defending, if not just straight up attacking. If I'm just always on the defense, it just lets them do more. Like I can't really develop any more pieces. He can just bring out more, you know? He can just do more stuff. He could block this right now. But if I keep him on his toes, he can't do things like that. Unfortunately, this keeping on toes move right here is just a piece sacrifice if he sees it. If he doesn't just have tunnel vision about getting my queen, he can just take the bishop for free, which is not really very helpful. Maybe the knight's a smarter move for that square. Prevents that temptation when I do move this pawn up. If I move that pawn up. Do I need to update my thing? Apparently not. Okay. Well, shit. My Cossacks? I make funny noises with my mouth. I like mouth noises. is happening here? Okay. My headset cable is getting stuck in my hair. It's pretty strange. Okay. So, what's up? So, what's up? What's up? What's up? I already had that. Weird. Hmm. I guess I should move the night. My Cossacks! Every now and then, you've got to throw out the Cossacks. Mm-hmm. Okay, sorry, I was distracted for a moment. So we got this move. Let's use the arrows. We've got this move. Got the arrows overlap. Um, to guard that point of contention. Excuse me. Okay, so we have that point of contention covered. This is covered by this. Um, both very defensive moves, and he's just going to bring out another piece. I think it's a he, might not be. They are going to bring out another piece. Probably the bishop. Maybe the queen. Yeah, maybe the queen. Maybe they want to save their rook, so maybe the bishop. You could just move it to there or to there. Am I gonna make the arrow go that way? That's fine. Kind of complicated for being just a few moves in. Chess 960 will do that though. Uh-huh. How many more games do we have? Which one says play? This one? Yep. Oh, okay. Wow. I'm doing my daily logins on other accounts while looking at this. Trying to figure out what to do. Ow. Wow. Bright memory infinite. Bright infinite memory. Infinite bright memory. I don't know what that is. What do you think I should do, Coffee? If you're still here. Bueller, 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 Bueller. Victory together. I feel like I already had the jump stamp. Maybe I had the global emote? Huh. Oh, now I have them both. Hello, Jasmine. What can I do for you? You don't say. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Look at you. Nope. 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 Where are you going? Let's want attention. Isn't that why you got my face started meowing? Because you wanted attention? Are you telling me all this time you did not indeed want attention? That can't be what you're telling me. No, I don't believe. I don't believe. No. No, it just can't be. It can't be. Sorry, Jasmine. Okay. Such tortures you undergo. Such tortures. You poor kitty. The horrors. The horrors you witness. I know. It's dreadful. Stop trying to do that. Are you hollow inside? Are you hollow? Hollow kitty? I have a hollow cat. Yeah, you like that? Good. Like that? Mm-hmm. 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 Jasmine. Jasmine juice. Mm. 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 Oh, Jasmine. Oh, Jasmine. Oh, Jasmine. Mm. Mm-hmm. You're okay. You're okay. That's all right. Everything's fine. No, it's fine. It's okay. It's fine. This is fine. Why are you still making that noise? Why are you doing these things? What is this? What is this life? No? Okay. Logging into the next one. Like a boss? Right, Jasmine? Right, Jasmine? Right? Tell us a story. You're really going for it. Really, really telling a story. Where are you going? Stay here. I'm trying to type something. Okay. 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 Uh, okay. One of these in there. All of this. Some of that. One of these. Enter. Aha! Aha! I done did it. I did it, Jasmine. I did. Oh my goodness. It's exciting. I know. Hmm. Jasmine. Oh my goodness. Hey, welcome back, Bloop. I'm playing with my Hello Kitty. Mm. What? What is it? Kitty drums are great. I know, right? You're silly. The best. Hey, both of you are here. Where do I go in this game, you guys? I'm doing my logins while I'm doing this. My daily Smite logins. That I don't have to worry about later in case I go to Skyrim. Me so smart. Thanks, Jasmine. Jasmine! Oh no! It's Jasmine! Oh no! Hmm. 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 Jasmine! Oh! Meow! Oh! Jasmine! Oh! Jasmine! Oh! Are you having fun, Jasmine? Hmm? You are? Good. I'm happy. Mm-hmm. Ask Jasmine what you should do. I already did. I already asked her. What would you guys do? I think I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do, but I'm a little conflicted. Because there are some moves that are more aggressive than others, and some that are more defensive than others. The move I want to make is probably a mistake, and I probably shouldn't do it. And I should probably be defensive, but I don't usually like playing very defensively. But it's probably correct, even if I don't like doing it. Jasmine agrees, apparently. Excuse me. Jasmine. Jasmine juice. Jasmine juice. Logging out of that. I wouldn't bother taking bishop because that leads to forking. Yeah, definitely. I agree. Blue? I'd probably lose, so thanks, Coffee. You saw that rook move in that other game, though. So you know enough about what you're doing. Jasmine, what are you doing? She's laying here just. Jasmine. Jasmine, do you have a brain dysfunction? Apparently not. Oh, she does. Knight to c4 sets up a good take. Knight to c4. Does it? How do I get to c4? You mean because of the fork, maybe, if the bishop's gone? Or just the free pawn? From b6. Uh-huh. I haven't moved there yet. That's just where I'm thinking about moving. The other knight, mind you. The d6 knight. It's a cat beat. What does that mean? Does that mean good things? I mean you're happy? Means you like this? You're funny. Do you want to go? You can go. See ya. Did you... Why is it wet here? Did your vagina leak on my bedspread? What the actual fuck? It's wet here. Jasmine, what did you do? I don't think I did it. Because that didn't get me off. Gross. Jasmine's amazing. Like sleepy bullet noises. Yeah, okay. How do you spell my name? Okay, there we go. Maybe less so now. Yeah. Because I don't know what that was. I don't know if she, like, a little bit something came out. Like, that's kind of gross, Jasmine. I'm going to venture that it was drool. It was drool. That's what I'm going to venture to say. When you turned around, a bit of drool came out of your mouth. And that's what I felt on my blanket. Because otherwise, ew. Know what I mean? Clearly, it couldn't have been anything other than drool. Jasmine's like, wow, it's not the case. Shut up, Jasmine. No, I'm not sniffing it. I don't want to know what it is. She does like spankings, yeah. Lucy likes her butt, like, patted a little bit to a point, but she'll get overwhelmed pretty quickly sometimes. Depends on her mood. Jasmine, what are you doing over there? She's like rubbing really hard on my guitar case. Like knocking it over. Jasmine. It's okay, I need to wash this blanket anyways. It's been a little while. Cats have been all over it, so it's all good. It's not really all good, but it's a thing that I'm going to do it. Do, 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 do. It's a funny commercial. Too bad you guys can't see it because, I don't hold the copyrights to the commercial. Stupid fucks. Hi, Lucy. I was talking about you. Welcome back. You want to come here? I'll pet you. It's fine. Come here. I'll pet you. You want to go that way? Okay. Hi. You're so soft and pretty. How come you're so soft and pretty? Hmm? Oh, look at you. Hi, baby. You heard Jasmine getting attention, so you had to come get some too? Hi, baby. No, totally not holding a grudge at all. Clearly. Lucy thinks that's funny. I was being facetious, Lucy. Go look it up. If you can figure out how to spell it, because it's a weird word. You're just crawling all over me, aren't you? She's just crawling up from my leg to my leg to my hip to my tummy, back to my leg, standing on me, getting pet. Look at you. You got your motor running. Eyes are all squinty. Your butt's up in the air. You must be having a ball. She's like, yeah, I like it. Can you guys hear her purring in the microphone? It's pretty loud. Hmm. Hey, pretty girl. You're adorable. Look at you. Coming back? Yeah? You silly. Goofball. Goofball kitty. Come here. Can't reach you. You hear her meows? Yeah. Look at you. You got that motor going. She's rubbing her mouth on the microphone. You silly. Hi. Your fur's pretty thick. Because it's winter time. Winter kitty? Meow. You coming back for more? She does this thing where she gets pet, she gets attention, and then she like turns around and leaves like she's done, and then she comes back like instantly and wants more, and then she leaves again. She comes back. She's like very particular. She has a feral cat, so she has some instincts about her that are a little bit, I don't know. She's a little bit different. She's very particular about the way she gets her love and her attention. Good job, Luce. You okay? You can come back if you want. Go ahead. There she is. Hi. You came back. Hi. Welcome back. Look at your big bushy tail. Oh my god. How do you get to be so pretty? Feels like you're getting a little thick there, killer. Are you eating more of the food than Jasmine is? Might have to look into that. 0 degrees. Wow. That's too cold. Way too cold. Where are you again, Coffee? You're in Michigan? Is that correct? Or was it Minnesota? Or like an M state? She's not too thick. She's usually pretty skinny. She just has, gained a little bit. But I think it could also be the thickness of her fur because it's winter time. So I think that has something to do with it. It's a Jerry. Meow. Meow.
You hungry?
Entirely too cold. And Ohio, that's right. Oh, Ohio. Because all the good things happen in Ohio.
Capital OH10.
Capital OH10. Indubitably. The cats always like talking to Jerry, too. Southeast Ohio at that, not even the northern part. Oh, man. That's the part that I'm familiar with then. Because I grew up in Maryland and Virginia, so I used to drive around and I'd end up in Ohio sometimes.
What?
What?
How do you go from Virginia to Maryland and end up in Ohio?
It was when I lived in Maryland. Road trips, just driving around, exploring.
Oh.
I would end up in Ohio sometimes.
Would you like dinner?
What do you want for dinner?
I was thinking heating up the lasagna.
Maybe so, but I'm not super hungry right now because I had the frosted mini wheats a little bit ago.
Do you want to watch BattleBots tonight?
Sure.
Do you want to watch them live or on Memorex?
On Memorex, we can fast forward through the commercials.
That's true.
I don't think it's called Memorex, though.
Okay, it's showing my age, right?
VHS?
Yes. Actually, no. I think that commercial was for probably cassette.
Yeah, is Memorex still around? Is that still a company? Meow.
Probably got bought out by somebody.
Probably. Probably Google. Oh, nice. I definitely recommend only passing through here and not living here. Yeah, that's all I ever did was pass through there and realize that it was not a place that was too great. And anytime I hear some like really stupid shit happening, it like happened in Ohio, and I'm like, okay, well, let me not go to Ohio.
Ohio does not have a monopoly on stupid shit.
Does not what?
It does not have a monopoly on stupid shit.
Oh, I know. Now that I've lived in California, I know that Ohio does not have a monopoly on stupid shit. That is for sure.
Clearly, New York and California.
New York is probably the dumbest state in the entire country. I think it has to be. Like just statewide. It's probably just the worst place, like objectively in the world, maybe. So those are two very different sides of lasagna. I see. What are you telling me? Hmm?
You want to fire up the 6 serving for the weekend? Or you want to have the 2 serving, well, 2.5 serving. Why would you make 2.5 serving?
That doesn't really make any sense.
Well, the 2.5 serving.
I think they just made it, and it just happened to be 2.5 servings because they had to break it up into like 300 calorie increments. My nose has been messed up today. I've been like sneezing and sniffly all day.
Uh-oh. COVID.
Yeah, it's probably COVID. Actually, COVID doesn't involve any kind of nasal symptoms. So.
Don't be throwing facts in COVID. COVID and facts don't have anything to do with each other.
That's true.
What kind of politician are you?
Dying.
Preference?
Oh, that's a cool Avatar. Do you have a preference? Are they both the same?
One is lasagna with meat sauce, and one is lasagna with meat and sauce.
Oh shit. Oh my god. All right, you guys. Which one am I picking? Lasagna and meat sauce or lasagna with meat and sauce? Which one's better?
Stouffer's or Michelangelo's?
West Virginia is pretty bad too. Yes, it is. I agree. It's a little bit more low key, but it's pretty stupid. Just like as an like intelligence level, it's just stupid. It's a stupid place to be.
I guess the question is, do you want lasagna all weekend, or do you want lasagna just tonight?
Do you want lasagna all weekend, or do you want it all tonight?
Deja vu, I just heard that question. I'm good with all weekend, but
Bloop, or AKA Ben, says meat and sauce.
meat and sauce. Okay, that's the little one.
Would you rather have it all weekend? I can tell by the look in your face. You had like a slight disappointment.
No, I was trying to remember which one was which.
Well, it's up to you. Because if you make it during the week, you'd have to do it after you come home from work, and it takes a long time to make, right?
Right.
So you'd have to do it after work, and then it would take a long time. So if you wanted to do it while it's a weekend to take a long time, you could.
75 minutes.
Wow, yeah, that's a really long time.
54 minutes.
Okay,
Okay, we'll go with this one.
so put that into your calculation then. So if you'd rather have, because you have time
you know,
now,
though, because it is my days off, it would probably be better to do this one.
that's why I was suggesting it. Yes.
Yes.
Because on your days when you're working, it's better to make the other one. Because it's shorter and it's not as involved. All weekend is better for leftovers. Yep. I agree, Ben. I was born there and I can definitely agree, lol. Oh, West Virginia, really? Oh my god. Yeah, it was bad enough in Virginia, and when I started going to the western parts of Virginia, and then I was like, man, I better not make it to West Virginia. It's getting pretty bad. I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's okay, we don't either.
Hmm?
That's okay, we don't either.
That's fine.
All right. Do you know when you're gonna want this?
2024?
Then I can leave it frozen.
Isn't it kind of ridiculous that we're in the year 2022? That's really weird. That it's yeah. My computer farts sometimes. It's super weird that it's that like late. Late. Like
Oh, that's cold.
yeah, probably. Aren't we supposed to have like flying cars and stuff by now and like teleportation?
Well, my guy the other night flew out of a car.
Jesus. That sucks. I need to run my car by the way.
Yeah.
Oops.
Do you know when you want me to fire this up?
I do not know.
Okay. So.
Are you hungry right now? Or like you project that you will be shortly?
No, I mean I can have a snack. Liz and I were just talking about food. We were almost gonna go to J and H and then or J and S, and then we were almost gonna go to In-N-Out or Chick-fil-A, or we were almost gonna have food delivered, and then we came up with we had a bunch of frozens available, so we went with frozens.
What is she having? Because she can't eat that, right?
She has a frozen something or other chicken, I think.
A frozen chicken?
Frozen chicken dinner thing.
Just an entire chicken, just frozen.
Yeah, feathers.
Hippie voice. Time.
Nothing like
It's a flat circle, man.
nothing like frozen beaks.
Frozen beets?
Beaks.
Oh, beaks.
Chicken beak.
I gotcha. That is beets like borscht or something.
Wrong kind of beak, right?
Yeah. Is that yeah, borscht is made out of that, right? Out of beets?
I have no idea.
You're not Russian?
No.
Okay. Uh well, whatever you want to make it is fine. I'll just
All right.
you
Hold
know.
on a while.
Excuse me.
Fall asleep on me.
I might fall asleep.
Okay. Don't.
Oh
Let me know when you want.
no. You see that? She's like, "Oh, that's fine."
Let me know when you want. Battle bucks.
Okay. What time is? Oh, it comes on in like an hour, huh?
Yeah, it comes on at 8.
Gonna be streaming for a little bit. I have to get these chess games done,
Okay.
and then some other games stuff. I'm just doing my logins right now, so I don't miss it later. Cause I lose track of time when I'm streaming sometimes, and I'm like, oh, it's after 1. Oops,
Yeah, I know.
it happens.
She's gonna knock your water over.
She's like, I can do anything I want to her. I can throw her across the room. She'd be like,
She's still gonna knock your
stop
water
it.
over. You drum on her back, she's gonna knock your water over.
Yep. Yep.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye,
Okay.
girls.
You can just text me whenever you want. Tell me what's going on. Hi, Jasmine. Oh, he closed the door on you, huh? It's okay. It's probably getting cold out. Yeah, it's 57. Okay. I'm glad he closed the door. I am dying. I'm dying. Da, comrade. Borscht. I've never had it before, so it sounds like it's probably not like a very yummy thing. If it's made out of like just beets, like sounds kind of gross, but I don't know. Das Beets. I want to learn Russian. Speak like language. So like letters though, are just so weird to look at and try to analyze. Really strange. Did you guys make a move in this chess game yet, or what are we doing here? Oh my god, I'm dying. Uh, so I'm liking that knight move because I can move my knight out there. The bishop is safe where it is thanks to my knight, but I'd rather not lose it. I could move the bishop up to F U. See what I did there? I can move it up to F5 and sacrifice it. Excuse me. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Lucy. Meow. What is it? You can come back up. Here. Go ahead. That's fine. Hi. You're adorable, baby. You're just totes adorbs. Totes my goats. Okay. You are blocking the screen now, but that's fine. That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. No problem. Just block the screen. It's fine. Who cares if I can't see the chat anymore? Who cares if I can't see what I'm clicking on? Okay. I'll look over on the screen. It's not bad, kind of thick and stew-like. When I had it, similar in flavor to ratatouille in flavor. Is that a ratatouille? Ratatouille in flavor. So it's kind of like almost marinara-ish in consistency. Is that how I'm taking that? Kind of like marinara sauce, but like with beets. I'm gonna pick up this cat. Hi. Give me kisses. Oh, you don't like that. I see the face. Look at the pupils. They're all dilated. You don't like that? I'm sorry. I just love you so much. I can't help it. I have to kiss your face. I have to kiss your face, you know. You do? Okay. Well, as long as you understand. As long as you understand. It's your fault for looking so cute. You shouldn't have worn such a short skirt. Anyways, let me not go there. She's like, yeah, don't do that. What? Dude, that's very close to the microphone. You're being loud. Why are you doing that? You don't need to do that. Meow. I'm sorry she's being so loud, you guys. She's like in my face, meowing and purring and getting pet. Why are you so close to my face, anyways? What is this? Why are you here? Hi, baby. You are getting a little thick here, huh? Doesn't feel very soft, though. You don't have a growth, do you? Does anything hurt? Does this hurt? Okay, alright. I won't touch it anymore. Jesus Christ. She's like, don't touch me there. Hearty veggies, yeah. Like, I like Bloop's Knight to C4. To C4, yeah. It's just that they can take it with their knight, right? But then I can take their bishops. That's good. Um, but also, here, I'll show an analysis once I get off this screen. I can talk about it. So, the one knight that I have moving from the E file to D6 is not there yet, right? It's still next to my king. It's my move. So if I move my knight from B6 to C4, I am attacking their knight. My knight is under attack as well. But they can also take my bishop on D7 for free because my knight is protecting the bishop. And then in addition to taking the bishop, they fork my king and my rook. So I'm also going to lose the rook. So I'll lose the bishop and the rook for free. And that's the problem. That's her no square willow, no touchy, consent matters. Yeah. I was just referencing, rape culture ideology. Lucy's pretty funny though. She likes her attention in bursts. And then she's like, okay, I'm good. I don't need attention now for a little while, for a few hours, maybe a day. I'll come back later when I want more attention. But she likes to love from a distance, so she likes to sit around and like at a bit of a distance and watch me, and like give me like little winky eyes and little loving faces and stuff. But she comes to me when she wants attention. If I try to go give her attention, she's usually like, "Oh no, we don't do it that way." She just likes to tease. But yeah, you can see what I'm saying about the knight move. So it could be good, except that it exposes my bishop and exposes the fork. And they'd probably be willing to sacrifice their bishop on what is 6 to get that fork because they would get a bishop and a rook, and I would only get their bishop. So, of course, they'd have to get their knight out also. So their knight could be trapped, and then they might lose the knight also. So it could be bishop and knight for bishop and rook, which is still not a good trade for me, but it's not as bad as it could be. But moving my knight like I have it there to d6, or my bishop to e6 would both protect that pawn on f6, or f7, sorry. It's just a very defensive move, and I don't really like it because it's so defensive. I'm liking the knight more, though, because I want to be able to move the bishop offensively later. Okay, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yep, everything's fine. I'm good. Everything's good now. Nobody look at me. Don't look at me. So, what I was saying was, what's a better approach to the threats? So, I was liking moving my bishop on d7 to f5, because it attacks the bishop, even though it's undefended, and attacks the rook, which makes them take my bishop for free, and then I can move my pawn on the g file to g6 to block the bishop and also attack again. And now they can't do that sneaky fork move, but I lose a bishop for free. If I move the bishop to f5 and they still do the fork, because they'll get my queen, they will succeed in getting my queen. And that's probably going to be a pretty high motivator for them. It's going to be hard to not go for the queen, you know? I'd be impressed if they didn't go for the queen, because that'd be pretty hard to do. When you trap somebody's queen like that, you know, it's like, oh, you want to make the most of it. You want to get the queen. You don't want to settle for a bishop. You know what I mean? So they might go for it anyways. I'm sorry, I can't talk. I need water. Oh God. Okay, I'm alive again. Ah, wonderful. Okay. So what I was saying is, they'd probably still want to go for the fork on the queen with their knight, and then um, words come out of my mouth after that. You know what I'm saying? A fork before the fork. Yeah. Okay, let me actually click on it now. All right. So let me reset this because this is a lot of nonsense here. This is where we're at, right? So to recap, can't do this because that happens, and I can't stop it. Right? I'm in check. I have to move. They get this. I get that, and that's it. Right? They get my queen for their knight. It's a bad deal. I thought I was going to do this move because it puts pressure on their knight, and now they don't get to do that sneaky fork there. But they have this sneaky fork instead. It's not attacking the king, but it is attacking the queen and the bishop, which are both trapped. They don't care about the bishop. I know they don't care about the bishop. They care about the queen. The queen can only move to one square, which is this square, which is covered by the bishop. So I can't stay there and I can't move there, which means they get my queen no matter what. And that's a problem, right? So, like, I don't have a lot of great options. I can't take this piece. That's, you know, kind of the end of that scenario. What could be a saving grace maybe is moving it's not really saving grace, but moving the bishop there, letting them take they might not do this, by the way. Letting them take this, and then I take that, which they would also take. And then I take this. So I lose my queen, but I get two. I get a rook and a knight. But that's not ideal either. um, Also, I can move here. I don't know why, though. So let's not do that. It's not a good move. So, another thing I was looking at was this. And then if they take this, because it's a free bishop, I then stop this forking opportunity that they had. And now they have to move this somewhere. I just lose the bishop though, straight up, free of charge. But I keep my queen, right? So that's good. But um, if I do this, they also might just take the queen anyhow because they have the opportunity to take it. So that's why I was kind of betting on them going for the queen because they can get the queen for free. Well, not for free, sorry. Rather than getting the bishop for free, they can get my queen. But their rook is under attack. So is their bishop. And that's why I'm like debating about doing this move because it's a very aggressive move, which could end poorly if they figure it out. And the poor move is this. That's me. I do save my queen, but I lose the bishop for free. So rather than that, I'm thinking they might just go ahead with this idea because they're going to get my queen for free, even if they have to lose a bishop for it. Even if they have to lose a bishop and a knight for it, they'll still get my bishop, my queen. Shit, I can't talk straight. They'll still get my queen. So what do I do, right? What do I do? Oh no. I would take the bishop. They have to take the queen now, right? But then I also take the rook. Now, how does their knight get out? Their knight can't get out without losing it, right? This is going to be a loss to the bishop. That's a loss to the king. And if they stay there, it's a loss to the rook. So now, upon trying to get out, they've now lost 3 pieces for my queen. And I feel pretty okay with that, you know? But it's a gamble. It's a gamble. And that's the problem. That's what I'm debating on. Because unfortunately, this person's rating is in the factoring of my gamble. I'm like, well, they're a 1300-ish player, so they might not. They might focus the queen because not that 1300 is a low rating by any means. Because I think 1200 is like the 50th percentile or something like that. So they're clearly above 50% of players. But 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 if I do this move and they see what I'm planning and they just take it, that's just a straight up loss. So I don't want a straight up loss. But because they're a rating that's a little bit lower, maybe than what I'm used to playing against, they might want to take the queen. They might want to capitalize on it. Yeah, there's options for them to take, but that gives good odds. What does the bishop? Taking the bishop? Fuck, I'm dying. Ugh. And also, so the knight move here, by the way, I want to show that real quick. This is the knight to c4. So they'll see that, I can't move here because I'd like to do the fork, but the bishop is still there, so I can't move there. They could just take it, which they probably won't do because then they'll probably lose their bishop or their knight. Either way, they lose their forking ability. Or they can just do this, and I'm already forked. They got the bishop for free, and that's actually checkmate. Never mind. That's not a fork. It's completely checkmate. So I cannot move the knight at all. Definitely can't move this. For you to use the bishop to fork. Yeah. But I'm kind of gambling on the fact that because of their rating, they'll go for the queen. Because if this was an 1800 player, there's no chance in hell I would do this move. Because it looks like a good move, but I know that an 1800 player would do that. You know? They would be like, okay, I almost had the queen, but here's a free bishop and I don't lose any pieces. And with this player, they might see the opportunity for the queen. But I'm taking a gamble, so yeah. which is why the smartest move probably is either the knight, oh wow, to here to protect that square, which just looks so lame to me. Sorry to say. um, or the bishop to here to protect that square, and still protects this square also, even though the knight's on it. But you know, I can't let the knight get here because that's a checkmate. So this is just me protecting this square in front of the king, the f7 square. Funny enough, something I had not considered until just now is the fact that, you know, in normal chess, you have to be able to connect the rook and the king in order to castle, and neither one of them can have moved. Because in chess 960, the pieces start randomly, it just so happens that the king and the rook are already next to each other, which means they swap positions for a castle. Huh. But queen. I lose the queen. Queen and bishop. Mm-hmm. So, even though there's that option, it does stop the checkmate here potential, and it stops the fork here from the knight, but they can just immediately capitalize on it by moving here. Actually, and they can really do this. It's not a good trade, so makes the game even. But mm, one good thing about the knight moving here is that if I do end up moving the bishop to here, at least the knight's protecting it. So that's a plus. That's why I'm liking the knight move. So there's my thought processes, and I'm undecided still. Ow, ow, ow. I just cracked my wrist and it hurt. I spelled my name wrong. I spelled it wrong a second time. Need a bigger keyboard or something. So what do you guys think? What do you like? What do you not like? Hmm? You like borscht? You like chess? You like blowjobs? Knight to d6 seems safest. It does, right? It does seem safe. It's just completely defensive. Well, that's not true. The bishop to e6 would be completely defensive. The knight to d6 does set up for the bishop to go to f5 for that attack, so at least it's got potential for offense later. But it feels mostly defensive. It's like 80% defensive, you know? So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yes, chest. Probably no to borscht. Yes to BJ's. Chest. Yeah, I figured. Also chest though. You know, chests are like really nice. Like really in everything. Like on people, and then like in life, like they usually have like valuable items in them, and you can store things in them. Just like chests all around are just wonderful. They're usually like kind of ornate. Sometimes they have piercings. You know what I mean? It's good times. Good times. Hope I'm not losing my voice again. That'd be annoying. Do 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 do. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow meow. Do 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 do. Just are nice, really nice. That's very nice for you. They are, right? I like them. They're just objectively very nice. My subconscious is in the gutter. Yeah, I have two chests. One's not pierced. The other isn't painted. I used to have my tits pierced, but I had to take the piercings out. My nipples, not my tits. But I think I might do it again though, because it was really fun to have them like that. But like, so I like how do I put this? I like nipple play a lot, right? Which is probably part of why I got them pierced, or I pierced them rather. But when I had them pierced, having them try to heal and stuff like that meant that I couldn't really play with my nipples that much. You know what I mean? So I couldn't really be as aggressive, so to speak, with them. So that was like a downside to them. So it allowed for less aggressive nipple play. But having them pierced was also fun. So I don't know. Give and take. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. This is my life. This is what we do. Do, 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 do. Yep, yep, yep. You couldn't resist yourself long enough to let them heal. Well, I thought they were healed, but they never really did. Like, I think they kept getting infected because I was going through like depressing times too. So, like, I wasn't necessarily keeping them as clean as I probably should have. So, like, they were, they would start to heal and then they'd have problems again. And then they'd start to heal and then they'd have problems again. And I was like, ugh. And I was like, I just don't want to deal with this anymore. Not like while I'm in this state of mind. Maybe I should just pull them out and just let it heal and just do it again later when I can, when I can handle the responsibility of having pierced nipples. You know what I mean? That's like the way I viewed it. So I just, let it heal, unfortunately. They were pretty fun to play with, though. Especially all the different piercings. Like, I used to have these ones that had, they had like things hanging from them. Um, it was a girl, like a girl hanging from the barbell. So like it was like kind of like a bondage like nipple ring. It was kind of cool. I don't know. My mom was not impressed. That was back when my mom and I were still talking. And I was like, "Hey mom, check this out." But I liked it. But I still have my ears, my belly button pierced, so that's good. And I always wanted to get hip dermals too, but I figured that would be worse than the nipples for me. Because like your pants line would always be like rubbing on it and like it'd be in the way and like pulling and stuff. I don't know. But I think they look really sexy. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Hopefully you'll feel like you're capable of having them pierced again soon. I hope so too. I've been thinking about it lately, actually. So I don't know. I don't know. Don't know. Kinky. Another consideration that guys probably don't think about is that girls wear bras, right? And that does put extra um, rubbing and movement potential on the nipple rings. And also, if they're healing, it means there could still be blood, right? And you don't want to get blood inside your bra. So, like, you have to contend with that. You can't just use band aids, it doesn't work quite the same way. So, it's a little tricky. A little bit different for girls because they stick out more, you know? The guys are more like have flatter chests. So, oh, probably approve of me getting mine pierced since she's has her done. Oh, cool. That's cool that your mom's like open to things. Clearly, mine is not. Pressure and friction aren't great for piercings. That's true. Yep. It's tricky, tricky, tricky. Great song. I need to like go find that on YouTube. Am I allowed to play a YouTube video on Twitch? Is that like against the rules? Probably. I also had these other nipple rings that were like a heart, like around it. It's like the barbell went through, and then it had a heart that went all the way around. And they looked really cute, but they were kind of heavy, you know, because they kind of like hang a little bit. So it was cool, but like they were kind of heavy. I'll probably get away with playing a portion of the video. Probably. That would be interesting if while I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch, um, it would be music. It'd be the music video for Tricky, 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 Tricky. Uh, it'd be interesting that like if I would get popped for playing a YouTube video while streaming to YouTube. Like, well, you don't have the copyrights to YouTube while streaming to YouTube, so your YouTube content featuring YouTube cannot be played. And be like, um, but it's on YouTube. Mm. Do you need someone to hold them up for you? Um, I mean, that could be helpful. Yeah, probably. Maybe I can make it like a necklace thing. Put like, you know, like a chain or like a string or something and put it around the back of my neck and just tie them up. That would hold them up. I'm sure that wouldn't cause any discomfort whatsoever, you know, especially while they're healing. I'm sure it'd be fine. Totally fine. Everything's fine. Yep. Nom nom nom. We have a bunch of these. We got a bunch of viewer points. Oh my gosh, so many viewer points. Wow. 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 I'm getting combination rewards on all my other accounts, Bloop. So hopefully I still have time on my last account to do it. It still has the counter, so um, that sounds completely comfortable. Yeah. See, I like I'm into that kind of thing, so I would think of that and be like, that sounds like fun. Like we should do that, you know. But it'd be short lived, probably, maybe. I mean, they weren't that heavy. There's these other ones that had like they were like large bows, like you know they had like the nipple bar thing, but they had bows on the ends. and it was metal, and those were actually like pretty heavy. Like, and you wouldn't be able to wear a bra with it, you know, like it was just too big for that. They're like big bows. That was pretty heavy. I've been pretty sure I like tried it on once. And I was like, this is super cool, and now I'm taking it off because this is crazy. So it might be fun for like a photo shoot or something if I did that sort of thing. But like, um, that might be it. I do know one photo shoot that there was a person hired to be hand bra. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I've worn a hand bra of sorts. It was like a hand bikini thing. And I've covered my boobs while in a photo shoot. I think somebody else did it too. I don't know. Lots of different things. I need to get back into my modeling. I don't know what's going on with me. I haven't done a photo shoot in like a number of months now. COVID really like put a drain on everything. It sucks. And there are people who like requested photo shoots and stuff like that, and like had messaged me and contacted me about it, and like wanted me to be vaccinated to do a photo shoot. I was like, this is one on one, right? Like, you need me to show a vac card, like, for us to do a photo shoot, like outside. Like, okay. Um, so I guess we're not doing that then. I don't even think it was a paid photo shoot either. So like, what? Anyways, uh, people are crazy. I understand they want to be protecting themselves and stuff, but goddamn. Like, if you're vaccinated, like, as the photographer, you don't need the other person to be vaccinated. You know what I mean? Like, if you're worried about your safety, that's okay. Whatever. Whatevs. Whatever. Did to do. Cool. High fives. That's pretty cute, actually. I like that. That seems like a bit much. They don't have to be near you necessarily. Yeah, at all. Nope. Hmm. The whole the COVID requirements. I understand people trying to be safe and stuff, right? So don't get me wrong, but it's gotten a little out of hand now. Like, every time they add in something more, it just gets worse. Like, they don't replace anything. So we still have to be 6 feet apart. We still have to wear masks, and we still have to be vaccinated. Like, okay, so why do we need all three of them? You know what I mean? It's understandable to lessen the risk as much as possible, but at least make the issues worthwhile. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, and I understand trying to minimize the risk and stuff. It's just there's so little risk to begin with. Like, I don't think people realize how low the risk is. And then, like, social distancing was enough at first, and then we added masks to go into indoor places, right? Okay, sure, because you're breathing, whatever. So you wear a mask, which I was annoyed with, but okay, I understand. We can do that. We can do masks. And like, now to go into a restaurant, okay, with outdoor seating, I need to be vaccinated and wear a mask, and we're still going to be 6 feet apart. But then when it's time to eat, I take the mask off. Like, but why do I need any? I don't understand. Because before it was okay to not be vaccinated because it wasn't a vaccine, and it was still okay to be, everything was fine. And like, I don't know. It's just weird to require a mask and vaccination. It doesn't really make sense to me. That happened on New Year's Eve when I went to a place, and like, we couldn't get in because we had to have vaccination cards to get in and wear a mask. And it was outdoors. So we're not even going in. We're going into an outdoor, like it's outside. Like, why the fuck do I need a? I don't know. It just blew my mind, and we couldn't go. So it was really annoying. Anyways, anyways, I feel like that gets to me. Aha, a loading frame. Excellent. New loading frame for me. Yay! Yippee skippy! Love teats. Oh, it says treats. I said teats. That's awesome. Okay. Okay, we got that, got that, and got that. Very good. Very good. So I'm getting my combination rewards, my season end rewards on all of my accounts now. So hopefully the new account, because the counter is still going. They didn't reset the counters. And I think I still have the 3 or 4 days to do it. So I guess, uh, but they already gave the rewards. So I don't know how that's going to work. They might not let me. Don't know. Guess we'll find out. Do not know. I'm talking about Smite, by the way. Oh, what'd you say? I almost think that we should just lock down again for like an entire month globally. That'd be pretty impossible. How many enforced guidelines it feels like. Not where I'm at. Know your mind is Willow. Yeah. Yeah, the regulations here are pretty absurd. Which is funny. I'm thinking of the words conservative and liberal. How it's funny. Because, like, liberal, you think, oh, liberal is like more carefree, more open to things. Conservative is like more careful, right? More cautious. Conservative. And it's funny how, like, the liberal states are the ones with the higher regulations, and, like, conservative states are just more carefree about it. It's like the opposite of what you might think based on the terminology. It just made me think that was funny. It's probably not very funny. Um, with my long ass username, logging in. Wonderful. Okay, so maybe I'll play a little Smite later. I don't know. I don't have to do this login right now, but I got through all the rest of them already. And now I can get back to this chess game. Alright, so what are we doing in this chess game again? So probably the knight, right? Mm-hmm. Public good versus personal good there. Mm-hmm. Public can eat my ass. Because humans are the worst. I really want to attack this rook so badly. It's just like such a like aggressive move. It's so aggressive. That's why I like it. It's like, oh, you're gonna take my queen? I'm attacking your rook. Like what? Why would you do that? It's like because they're not expecting me to do that. You know what I mean? They're expecting me to either do something dumb like take this, or bring out a piece to protect this square. You know, that's what they're expecting. They're not expecting that. They're like, what? I can get the queen? Woohoo! Know what I mean? Ha ha! Ha! It's me, Mario! I think that's what he sounds like. But I guess, it might not play out that way. And they're probably smart enough to see through it. That's not a bad rating by any means. If this is like a 1000, I probably would do this, but it's not a bad rating. So they probably would just be like, well, I almost had the queen, but now I have a bishop for free. They'd probably have to ask themselves why I was doing this too. They'd probably be like, wait a minute, can't I just take the bishop for free? Why would they or can't I just attack the queen? Why would they let me attack the queen? And they might play it out, right? And see that I have this option. And they might see all this. They might see that that's what's coming. Which then that wouldn't work. They would just take the bishop. So this is probably the smartest move, and it does set up for that move later with the bishop. So Protects this square. They can't do the things they wanted to do. So that's good. Sad face. I really wanted to attack, you know? Really like attacking. Fuck. Hope I don't regret this move. Like, but I shouldn't take the risk, right? Because it's like, if I make the aggressive move, it's a gamble, and it's like a risk of like, you know, like maybe I have like like an outside straight draw with one card to go on the river. I have an 8% chance of getting my hand. It's like that kind of thing. It's like it would be a great play to like, you know, push 4 times the blind or something, or, you know, bet the pot with an 8% chance to win. But like, if somebody calls it, I'm like fucked, you know? So like, it's too risky. It's too risky of a play. Because they'll probably won't go for the queen, but they might. They might go for the queen. Attacking is a good move, right? But it's just it could play out poorly. Would it be the end of the world? No, but I'd rather not be down a piece at the sixth move of the game, seventh move, because they're gonna if they just take it. I miss my straight. I don't know if you guys know my poker terms or not. Like I'm just saying poker things. Like you guys know what I'm talking about. Ugh. Hey, issue. Welcome back. I'm relating poker terms to chess. If they really, they'll have to move, right? So at least I'm on the aggressive here. They could really move here. They could put pressure on this, knowing that if I take it, they could take, and I'm not checkmated this time, thank goodness. But they would get this for free, actually for free, because they can move this out and not be under attack. I have no idea what you were saying. At least Bloop understood what I was talking about. Yeah, I was talking about like, yeah, I was talking about betting in poker and like, yeah, it's okay. It's not important. I was trying to relate it to something that made sense to me as to why it was not a good idea for me to do it. It'd be like a baller status play, you know? It'd be a really good play, but it just could go really badly. I'd have to get like, you know, it'd have to be, it's a low probability play. Let's just put it at that. Yep. It's just, but the odds aren't mathematical in this case. The odds are, is this player with this rating going to make that move, you know? So it's kind of like my feeling based on me having played him twice. I think we've played twice. Maybe. I don't know where that is. I don't know where that is. Um, I don't think. I don't know where that information is. Oh, I think maybe I have to click on their profile. Maybe. Does this work? To show that I've played them? Oh, okay. Once. We've played once. And I beat them once. So, not a lot to go on. What is this? Not a lot to go on. But I look at their daily rating. I'm like, okay, you know, they're not they're not bad. And like I look at their 960 rating, it's about the same. I can look at their puzzle rating, however, and that's a pretty high puzzle rating, which means they're probably good at seeing some of the like tricky moves, which makes me wonder why their rating is so low if they're good at seeing tricky moves. But it's not low, but it should be higher if that's what their puzzle rating is. Um, like so their puzzle rating is higher than mine. Of course, I haven't been doing a lot of puzzles lately, so there's that. Alright, well, if I saw this move, I'd look at it. And what would I do if I saw this? I would think, why? Why would you do that? You want to attack the bishop because the bishop's threatening peace. You're also attacking the rook. But it's undefended. And it's because you want me to attack your queen. Because you know that you've already lost your queen. Anyways. So you want me to attack it. Yep. I would see through it. Which means they probably would. But maybe not. I don't know. I guess we'll never know. Because I'm not going to do it. Because it's too risky. Alright, so I'm going to make the knight move. And we'll never know. That protects this square. They can't take that. They can't go there. This move, oops, this move didn't happen, so they can't move there. Lots of red squares. Okay. Where would they go? Where would they go? Will they bring another piece to this? No, they can't bring another piece to this. They probably won't take the bishop. They might try to tempt the bishop out by doing that. Which also prevents me from moving my bishop here, which is not a bad move. And it lets them bring their queen out. Ouch! Ooh, that would suck a lot. Nani? Okay. That would be really shitty if that happened. I'd have to play this next move very carefully. I think it's castling. I think castling's the move. I think it really might be. Oh, fuck. But then they can bring this pawn forward. How am I, like, getting devastated in this, like, first few moves of the game? This is a weird board setup, too. The 960 boards can be weird. And I guess I just made the wrong first couple moves. I mean, there is the pawn. I can move here. Because they don't have the queen out yet. And they wouldn't want to lose their knight. So they can't bring the queen out if I do that. I can't bring my bishop up here, though. It's unfortunate. They could attack the rook. I don't see them doing that. Now if they attack the pawn, this is okay. And it allows my queen to get out because they can't take this now. Yep, they can't put pressure without losing. So they'd have to... I don't know, I think they'd have to just retreat their piece. So maybe that's good. If they move here, they block their queen spot, so they'd have to move here. Maybe that's not bad. Can go here with the intentions of them moving here. So I can move there. This is pinned to that, but I also can't take it because of the pawn. Okay. Well, so making this knight move doesn't look like it's terribly devastating. There's some risk involved, but it's not unmanageable. I think it's better than the bishop move, because with that same risk, I don't have as much to defend with. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. No, it's better to have this play, because that way I have two pieces on here. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. Okay, I think I'm gonna move the knight. I think it's a better move. And also then it doesn't allow the knight to get taken by the bishop in case they want to trade. Okay, we're doing that. I'm moving the knight. Oh, man. This move would have been so good. Such a good move. If it goes right. Okay, doing that move. That's the smartest move. Playing it smart. Let's be smart. Oh dear. Oh dear, this game. Ah, that's why you moved there. It's a good move. I think I was expecting this move. But that's okay. That's a good move. I'm going to use the bathroom. And no worries, love the process. The thought process. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'll be right back. You guys can take a look at this and think what I should do. Have a bit of an idea, but we'll see. All right, be right back. talking to Jerry about the lasagna and playing with his dog. Okay. So, this game. You guys see anything good in this game? Let's see here. I also got a drink. Got some tea. Alright. Let's see here. Okay. I'm liking that move. Right, so everybody's attacking here, everything's locked up. Everything has to defend. So she can't move either one of these pieces, or I'm attacking here and putting check. So I have a 2v1 advantage here. Probably better not to let this rook have access to my back line. Just go ahead and let them have a passed pawn. My king can stop it. Once I move a piece to defend, I can move in. Or they can switch defensive postures. Use the king to defend the pawn instead of the rook. So now if I try to take this pawn, I cannot. But I can block it. I can also put them in check. Which I'm liking more. Because they can't move here or here. And they wouldn't be able to stay here. They wouldn't be able to defend. Move there. Yep. Might not make that move then because of that. pressure here, keeps pressure here. Then you have to move this. However, there's that. I can't take this because of the rook. Can't move here because of the rook. And soon will not be able to escape because of the rook. So they'd probably have to trade rooks. Otherwise it'll be checkmate. Yep. Yep. Not to trade rooks. That's not a good move. Moving there is better. They're probably going to try to put their knight here to defend this square for the queen, but I won't let them get there. They can't get past this. That's blocked. Blocked. And this is about to be a 2v1 exchange. If they do move here, then I'm going to move here immediately. Now they're kind of fucked. Okay. So, all in all, that looks like a good move. If I carry it forward, 1200 moves. Yep. You guys here, have any thoughts on that? I like it, but, you know, I'd like to get feedback. And I have time for those moves. Sacrifice the knight. They won't move though. I'm just messing around. They won't do that. They'll go here. Or they'll move here. I need to brush my hair pretty badly. Okay. I'm thinking nobody is listening, so I'm going to go ahead and make my moves. And I think that is the right move. They should protect it. They could protect it with the king, though. But if they do, I'm going to put them in check, right? And they can't move here to block because I have the rook. I mean the knight along with the rook. Could go here, though. something. I don't think that'll happen, but it could. Oops. There it is. If they attack there, I move there. That's the move. If they do that, they can't do that. Okay. Yep. Looks good. Alright, I'm going to make this move, I think. I don't see a negative. This is probably better. Okay. I think I like that move. This guy again. There it is. Can't put me in check. Finally. Might not be able to do anything afterwards, but at least can't put me in check again. first time in 30 moves. I won't be in check. Amazing. Maybe he'll make a mistake and lose his queen. That'd be great. Alright, this game. Well, I don't have a lot of options, do I? Basically, just have to move there. We'll come back to it though, we have time. So, I'm gonna switch games. I probably need to get on to some Smite. And then see if I can get on Skyrim for a bit. Brushing hair feels nice. You get one of those natural bristle brushes. That'd be helpful. I'm gonna take better care of my hair. Okay. She's cute. Look at those nails. That's good stuff. That's cool. Anyways. Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and log into this other one. And then get set up. Hopefully I can still get accommodation rewards on this account. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here temporarily. I'm going to change the titles and stuff, and change the game, and then put on some Smite for a little while, and then maybe go to Skyrim later. Maybe I should do Skyrim now. That way I can eat lasagna when it's ready. Yeah. Because if I'm in the middle of a Smite game, then I can't really just stop and eat lasagna. But if I'm doing Skyrim, I can very easily just stop and eat lasagna. So maybe Skyrim is the answer. Maybe that's what we should be doing. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do that then. I think I'm going to hop on Skyrim for a little bit. Hopefully Bloop is here to watch his character that we made progress. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream, and I'll change titles and stuff and restart it shortly. Alright, be back in a few minutes.